Most battery comparisons you find online are based on owner-reported numbers. Someone checks their range estimate, does some math, and posts the result in a forum. Useful but imprecise. What Voltest published is different. They ran professional battery health diagnostics on 20 real customer Tesla Model 3 standard range vehicles, 10 with NCA chemistry and 10 with LFP chemistry, all with over 100,000 miles on the odometer. Same model, same mileage threshold, different chemistry. Here is what the professional diagnostic data actually shows and what it means for every Tesla owner making decisions right now. First, why this data is more reliable than what you typically find in comment sections. Voltest runs professional battery diagnostics using equipment that reads directly from the battery management system, BMS, rather than relying on the dashboard range estimate, which, as we have covered in previous videos, can be significantly miscalibrated depending on recent driving patterns and charging history. A professional diagnostic gives you the actual state of health percentage the battery management system, BMS, has calculated based on real measured capacity, not an estimate based on recent efficiency data. When Voltest says a car is at 78% state of health, that number came from a direct measurement of what the pack can actually store today versus what it could store when new. That precision matters when you are comparing two chemistries and trying to understand whether the differences are real or just measurement noise. The NCA results are where the data gets genuinely surprising, and not in a good way for NCA owners. The NCA vehicles are mostly 2018 to 2020 models, showing battery health between 71% and 83%. That is a 12 percentage point spread across just 10 cars, which tells you two things immediately. NCA degradation at 100,000 plus miles is both worse on average than most people expect, and significantly more variable than LFP. The worst NCA result in the dataset, at 71% state of health, means that car has lost nearly 30% of its original capacity at a mileage where most owners would expect to still be comfortably above 80%. The best NCA result at 83% is more reassuring, but still sits below where the worst LFP result lands in the same dataset. LFP batteries achieve 5,000 plus charge cycles versus Tesla NCA's 1,500 to 2,000 cycles. That cycle life difference is fundamental to understanding why the NCA numbers look the way they do at 100,000 plus miles. A car that has been driven 100,000 miles on a smaller NCA pack has almost certainly completed more charge cycles than a car driven the same distance on a larger LFP pack, simply because the smaller pack needs to be recharged more frequently to cover the same miles. More cycles on a chemistry with a lower cycle ceiling produce measurably faster degradation, and that is exactly what the Voltest data shows. The variability in the NCA results also reflect something we covered in the NCA deep dive video. Calendar aging affects NCA chemistry significantly, and the spread between 2018 and 2020 model years in this dataset represents up to 2 years of additional calendar aging on the older cars. A 2018 NCA pack at 100,000 miles has been aging for 6 or 7 years. A 2020 NCA pack at 100,000 miles has been aging for 4 or 5 years. That time difference shows up in the state of health numbers even when the mileage is similar. The LFP results tell a completely different story. The LFP vehicles, all 2022 models, are showing battery health between 89% and 93%. That 4 percentage point spread across 10 cars is dramatically tighter than the 12 percentage point spread in the NCA dataset. The consistency of the LFP results is almost as significant as the absolute numbers themselves. Every single LFP car in this dataset is above 89% at 100,000 plus miles. Not one of them is below the 80% threshold that Tesla's warranty uses as the minimum acceptable capacity floor. The worst LFP result is better than the best NCA result in the same dataset by 6 percentage points. LFP degradation is influenced more by calendar age than mileage. It is very stable chemistry, but cold weather performance can feel different. The 2022 model year consistency of the LFP sample partially explains the tight result spread. All 10 LFP cars started from the same model year, meaning calendar aging is roughly equal across the sample. But the Voltest experts' own conclusion goes further than just attributing the gap to age differences between the two samples. The most important part of the Voltest analysis is what their expert actually concluded about whether chemistry or age explains the gap, because this is where the data gets genuinely useful for anyone making a buying decision. Voltest's expert said he was surprised at just how low the NCA cars scored. He said it is common for 5-year-old EVs to show 85% state of health. The differences are too stark to be attributed to age alone. The data shows LFP performs as advertised, that these batteries do indeed degrade more slowly than other lithium-ion cells over time. That conclusion from someone who runs professional diagnostics on real cars every day carries more weight than any laboratory projection or manufacturer claim. The NCA cars had slightly smaller battery packs, at 52.4 kilowatt-hour versus 60.5 kilowatt-hour in the LFP cars. This means the NCA cars were likely charged more often to travel the same distance. Add in the fact that Tesla encourages LFP owners to charge to 100%, while NCA owners should only charge to 80%. And it is likely that the NCA cars saw many more charge and discharge cycles. That charge cycle math is worth sitting with for a moment. An NCA owner driving 100,000 miles on a 52 kilowatt-hour pack, charging to 80% effective capacity, is working with roughly 42 usable kilowatt-hours per cycle. An LFP owner driving the same miles on a 60.5 kilowatt-hour pack, charging to 100%, has roughly 60 usable kilowatt-hours per cycle. The NCA car needs significantly more charge cycles to cover the same distance, and those extra cycles are hitting a chemistry with a lower cycle ceiling. The result is exactly what the Voltest data shows. So what does this mean practically for Tesla owners making real decisions right now? If you are buying a used Tesla Model 3 standard range and you have a choice between an NCA and an LFP example at similar mileage, the Voltest data makes the decision clear. If you want to make sure your used Tesla battery stays healthy for longer, Voltest's data shows you should consider finding a Model 3 with an LFP battery pack. The 6 to 18 percentage point gap in state of health at 100,000 miles or more is not a marginal difference. It is the difference between a battery that still feels close to new and one that has lost nearly a third of its original capacity. If you currently own an NCA Tesla, the data is not a reason to panic, but it is a reason to be more disciplined about the habits that slow NCA degradation specifically. Keeping daily charging at or below 80%, avoiding extended periods at high state of charge, especially in warm weather, minimizing supercharging as your primary charging method, and keeping the car in covered parking during hot months are the habits that separate the 83% NCA results from the 71% ones in this dataset. Aggregated owner data from 2024 to 2025 shows most Teslas still retain 85 to 90% of original capacity around 200,000 miles, with many vehicles projected to cross 300,000 to 400,000 miles before reaching 70% capacity. The NCA cars at the lower end of the Voltest dataset are trending toward that 70% threshold earlier than that projection suggests they should, which reinforces the conclusion that chemistry and charging habits matter more than mileage alone for NCA longevity. If you have had a professional battery diagnostic done on your Tesla, drop the results in the comments. Include the chemistry, model year, mileage, and state of health percentage. The more professional diagnostic results we can collect from this audience, the more useful the picture becomes for every owner watching. And if you want to keep getting honest, data-driven content like this, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.